Not a whole lot in the world of my own has happened or I guess since last week. Just kidding. Check out the loot. More importantly, got the Mask of Cirrus. Gives me some nice needed boost to my pistol or guns. Got a 4-star chest armor. That was fun to get for the week. And some other things that I'm going to need to switch over to temporarily to complete the next part of the mission. So since I've been doing a lot of this stuff offline, grinding, getting some orbs, all the other super fun things that probably aren't the best to stream, just grinding, going through the same level over and over and over again, because, well, it drives me kind of crazy too, I can't lie. So I saved your viewing pleasure for this stream to be pretty streamlined, I guess you could say. I didn't want to say in addition to the same word, but here we go. Another lead orb out. Before we do the rest of that, let me switch over so I don't forget. Another quick reminder, I will not be streaming next week. I'm going to be out of town and a little busy. So. Until then. The usual drink of choice for today. A nice Jinro strawberry soju. Because it's fucking goated. It's delicious. I have 3 elite orbs. Let me... There's an alchemy station, because I think I can make that piercing gun now. It's funny, because I think I even brought it up last time. I was going to do this whole build based on bombs and swords, I guess, but that's not happening. I've been trying to fight in the auction house to get some more drip for my character, but it is like pulling teeth. I guess pulling teeth probably isn't the best way to describe it, because it sounds like more of a choice. This is more of just me getting completely demolished by people with more money than me. So, not too shabby. But, hey, look, since I was able to get this now, got a strike needle. Eventually going to be the blitz needle. And with high fiend damage, I'm kind of setting up for the fight with Elmirian, known as Fana Duke. So what did I just hit? I don't know what I just clicked on there. I think I just hit return to Haven. Oh, nope, we're good. Alright, alright. Also, quick, I guess, little update for projects here. I am not, like, completely postponing, but I'm kind of shifting my focus from making, you know, sort of the classical edited videos to something a little bit different. I'm actually going to try working on an animated series of Spiral Knights. Not like the old one I did where it was compositing and really bad editing. This one is going to be almost entirely edited in Blender. I've had a Solotron or Surging Sybil help me figure out some stuff, and I've been following some tutorials, and eventually that will be, how do you say? It'll be like a project I'm going to be working on kind of in the background for a while. So you'll probably see, in the next month or two, some test animations. I can't promise when this project's going to be done, because I imagine all the animation is going to take quite a while to do. But it's going to be probably my next big project for a while. And I'm also having to kind of like learn Blender. I know like a little bit of how to use it, but not not super competent, or maybe I should say I'm not super confident in it yet. So I'm going to be kind of figuring out as I go along. But the one thing that I'm going to definitely need is some voice actors. I know a few people who would be down to do some VA work, but if any of you would be interested, feel free to let me know in the comments, or contact me in-game, or whatever. Whatever suits you for the best. And do a little interview and see if you got what you got. The idea right now for the series is pretty simple. I'm not trying to do anything, at least at the moment, super duper crazy. Maybe a little crazy. The whole idea is going to be like an anthology series that takes place across different characters in the Clockworks on Cradle doing their own things. And I think since Monday, I've been doing some very like basic outlines for some episode ideas, because it will be, or at least the goal right now is just doing a series, just small independent episodic stuff that has an overarching narrative but isn't like, oh, we're going to episode 1 with the same characters. It's like episode 1, 2, 3, 4, like all different characters doing their own thing, but connects to an overarching narrative. And I've been doing a lot of research of the lore. One thing that I got hooked up on was, and I remember even hearing this for like, oh, if you want to write a good like story, it's like, oh, what do characters eat? You know, that's that's a really good question. I don't know what Spiral Knights eat, but you know what's funny? They do eat. How do I know that? Well, other than kind of the wiki explaining that as the case, even in-game it mentions the characters like, oh man, I want to go eat some hot chow. You know, some military jargon, so I know for at least somewhat of a fact that that is the case. I really should have grabbed the Shadow Blaster, but I think, oh, shoot, since I'm kind of in a lower depth, difficulty's a little bit higher. I don't know if the Shadow Blaster's gonna be able to hold up. I think the next one I need is the Umbral Blaster for it. I'll have to check the wiki again, but I mean, I've been grinding for a lot of blueprints, and the ones that I don't need, you just sell off or trade off. Oh, you know, I did forget to set it to public, but the next mission I will set to public. So if any of you would like to join, just add, send me a message and I'll add you. Well, that's sort of what I'm working on. I found some programs that are, I think, what is it, Night Launcher? It has a thing where you can export the models that are rigged for Blender. There are some of the models that probably aren't as well rigged, like the Wolfers, for example. Like those, I'm probably gonna have to figure out to a degree. Because, you know, I want it just not to be just, you know, knights chilling and hanging out. I want some action, some fights, some battles, some comedy, all this sort of stuff. Just some more interesting visual things. And I don't think the episodes are going to be, like, super long episodes. I don't see them being more than maybe, like, 10 minutes long each. I don't think I could, within a reasonable time frame, animate more than a 10-minute episode at a time. Probably even less, maybe even, like, 5 minutes, just depending on, like, what exactly I write for it. And with now the limitations of it, me sort of learning this as I go along, I still want to make like something that's fun and interesting to watch without it looking too much like too indie. If that makes sense. Like I want to have a semi-professional. Ah, shoot, I forgot to change it up. Whatever. I want to have like a semi-professional. How would you say? sort of quality to it. But that also comes with time. And I've messed around with Blender in the past, so it's not like I'm completely unaware of how to use it. It's just for animating, I have not really ever touched it. I've made like some really bad models in the past, but animating I really have not touched. And back to the point of talking about food, like one scene I had in mind that I think would be interesting for like small little bits of world building and character moments, like what do they eat? Well, I was thinking like during one of like a campfire sequence or something, one of them is like little chunks of meat. Like where do they get it from? Well, it could have been a wolf or one of the lizard things. It doesn't really matter. It's just little like cubes of meat. And that's something I could probably easily model and texture up and fit it up into the style. I might even like find some other 3D modelers who are like pretty good and have them animate and rig up some characters or unique things that just aren't in the games that I think would be pretty fitting. Uh-oh. Okay, you know what? Actually, I don't think I'm gonna fight through this level. I think I'm just gonna leave. I really should have equipped my weapons a little bit better, but you know, here we are. Yeah, a lot of research into the lore. I want to like write a good story that still fits within it, and I don't want to spoil too much. But what I'll say is, for what I have now, the events of the canceled game Rise of Knights, I am heavily considering elements of it into the series. How much of it will end up playing out or being a part of it, that will, of course, be yet to be seen. Oh my god, it says that like a fucking goober. Just more stuff to consider. But that is like, we're looking at maybe, I don't want to say next year. I would like to get at least the first episode out this year. But do be patient with me in the fact that like, I sometimes overextend what I think I can do versus what actually happens, and I haven't even begun the work of animating yet. I've just been messing with all these independent tools, trying to figure out like what I can sort of do. But my brain goes far, like, in so many directions, like, oh, I can do this and that, and this and that. So, a lot of it has yet to be seen, and I have yet to even see what I can make. I think, at least for this year, though, I'm going to have at least some test animations done, and just some, like, experimental shots of just me kind of playing around with all different, like, camera angles, parameters, animation styles, techniques. Like, I will sink my teeth into this and really give it my all. Ooh, taking some damage. So I'm not gonna half-ass it. Like, it's gonna be a thing where, like, however long it takes, that's how long it's gonna take. I can't promise a timeline, but at least by next year, I will have enough stuff to start, like, in episode 1 to start the series. Because around October, I've got a lot more, like, personal life stuff that's gonna be changing around. So I can't exactly guarantee that I won't have my timeline of life not completely booked out, because most likely I'm going to be stupid busy. Oh. Can I change my party settings from here? Also, I have messed with the Crucible editor as well. It is a very, very difficult program to learn, and even like master, it's pretty rough. I've seen some people like use it like it's like their left fucking hand, like they just got it. Spark of Kill being one of the dudes that, like, if I'm not sure I'll ask him about stuff, but I'm not like super interested right now in making maps or levels. I've had some that like I'll mess around with every now and then, but it is not. It's a good editor for what it is, but it's not like a modern like game engine or anything. I guess I'm spoiled by that, I should say. 'Cause I'm trying to learn it, and I've only been like really playing around with it for like maybe like a few days, so I'm not like expecting myself to be perfected at it yet, but it's still a little difficult to learn. But I've seen a lot of community-made maps, and they're really good. I really, really, really hope that in the future they open it up to more than just the Crucible editor. A boy can dream. Damn, I just got straight up hit with that. Let's throw some shit at this guy. You're going, you know, freeze too. Man, I am missing having more DPS right now. Maybe in like the next stream, I will have. Or maybe I'll do like a Crucible editor and I'll just kind of showcase it. Also, another thing, if you want your knight or your in-game character to be featured, just kind of let me know. And if you're in part of like any of the Spiral Knights community servers, I'm in a few of them. I probably should be joining more, but I'm also not super active in a lot of the servers, so. But I'll definitely take some community characters, even if it's just kind of like a background thing. But I've been watching, oh, I've said it before. Invincible's finished. I've been watching The Boys. And I gotta say, man, latest episode, very, very mid. It was honestly like, I kind of see like what they were trying to go for with like, oh, it's a character perspective episode, but it really just wasn't that interesting. I think there's only like, what, 3 episodes left? I haven't like spoiled myself as to like the preview of the names of the episodes yet, and I really don't want to. But if the next like 3 episodes are just not the plot trying to finish out, I'm really unsure as to like if this season's gonna be ending on a good note or a bad note. Because so far it's been just really bizarre. I really don't know how to describe it, man. Like, I've not really been enjoying it compared to like season 1 through 3. It was great. I would even say close to perfection. But now it's just, oh god, what do I even say, man? Also, I gotta say, I am used to like, I would say tier 2 depth enemies and being able to like kind of blast them really fast. Just watching, oh, 41 damage? Oh yeah, no problem. I'll just sit here and shoot for a while. But at least the Blitz Needle is kind of coming in clutch to be able to ice these fools left and right. I don't remember who suggested for me to get this, but this was definitely a good call. I got the Antigua, and I have the recipe for the next tier for it, but I kind of am lacking in some of the resources to build such a thing. But that is only a minor setback. Now I think as I progress to tier 5, that's going to be probably even longer. I've been trying not to like overextend myself in terms of like damages I need. I think the 3 ones I need the most are just piercing, elemental, and shadow. Everything else kind of not as important. Like normal damage, just mid. It's just everything else just outshines it. Where'd you go? There you are. Hello. Also, throughout the series as well, I'm going to be adding characters, both like ones that I make up as well as characters that are actually in the game. But I'm going to try and keep them, I guess, relatively within their own characters, like arc and lore. Even to like how they fight, I want them all to be kind of different. Like I have a little bit of a, not a script, but just like a base storyline, and soon I gotta do storyboarding and all that, but I had one idea for an episode where it's a member of like the recon team, like Desna's recon team, and it's sort of this like new guy, and he gets like knocked out, lost throughout the clockworks, and then he meets a gremlin, an enemy gremlin from, you know, the Crimson Order and all that, and they end up having to like survive together, and then at the end, you know, the whole like moral of the story thing is like, you know, friends to enemies, but they still are on the opposite sides of their war. So at the end, you know, they still return to their respective factions, but still like a complicated moral duality of like learning respect for each other, all that sort of stuff. I think that'll be pretty interesting. Like, I'm not trying to write the most like, excuse me, I had to take a little swig. I'm not trying to write the most like complex stories in the world or anything. It's just more of like, if you ever watch like the Clone Wars TV show, that's kind of like the more of like maturity theme I'm going for, where it's like, there's some good like moral ambiguity and some lessons, some decent storytelling in there, but it's nothing like groundbreaking or earth-shattering or anything like that. It'll just be entertaining to watch. I'm gonna add some like more comedic, silly elements, but I gotta kind of keep somewhat of what I'm working on secret, because not that I'm afraid of anybody stealing my ideas right now. I can honestly care less. It's just more of like, I want whenever people to watch it to actually like be kind of not surprised, but it's just better to watch something on your first time viewing, if you get what I mean. But I think that's really all I have to say for that at the moment. Just kind of working on stuff in the background. Oh, goodness gracious. Hang on. Get out of this fucking Quicksilver slime hole. That sounds really gross. You know, my Shadow Blaster is still not doing too bad, because I think these enemies are technically more on the tier 3 side, since I'm getting Radiant, or Shining, excuse me, not Radiant. So I guess they're technically tier 4. I'm not doing too bad. I'm actually looking forward to doing Vanaduk. Once I like actually beat all the game, I do plan on doing a oh my god. I will do a proto run completing Vanaduk. And essentially what that entails is I will only be able to beat Vanaduk with proto gear. So you might be able to guess how awful, just by how that sounds, is what I'm going to do, and I'm getting my ass kicked. Holy shit. Heal! Barely made it. For my old account, the actual Kenothis one, my character was using the Chaos Cowl, so if I got hit by electric, or I guess really anything for that matter, like I was cooked. I was done. But now that I don't really have to worry about like shock or fire that much, I can kind of face tank it a little bit. I don't really have to worry about it as much. And for most of these like story-based missions, I'm not super worried about killing all the enemies for the materials. Like I'll just do arcade runs on my own later, kind of off screen. I mean, there are some streams where I'm probably going to end up having to do that. It's just whatever like progress level that I'm at before I start the stream is how I'm going to start the stream. I've already done the Romulus fight, which I have to say, I know I stated, I think, yeah, in the last stream I stated, oh, that fight was really fun, I remember really liking it. I rescind my statement. 100% I rescind my statement. Not that I think it's the worst or like horrible or anything, because in some times I've been able to do it really, really fast, both solo and with a party. But then there are some times where it's been like 30 minutes for one run, and it's really fast up until the boss fight. And it is really like kind of RNG based. The first phase, where you're hitting them back and forth, that's easy enough. It's not really that complicated or difficult. Good lord, man. Once you get to phase 2, it's all about like timing and a lot of luck. Because even if you like can kind of time it right, you're still at the mercy of like, oh, does he use all of his stuff? And you can kind of cheese it, don't get me wrong. I've had to cheese it sometimes where you block it with your own body and kind of face tank some damage. But it's really a really risky strat that I kind of forgot about. Oh yeah, look at them coins. Also, earlier today, and I'm not even joking, I had, I think, 40k crowns. Part of it was just from selling recipes, but I had spent a lot of it on energy for orbs, and then some stuff in the auction house. Some of the stuff in the auction house I want for my characters, some of it also I just save and resell for later. I might even include this character, although I'm not going to use the name Psychermorph in the show somewhere. Maybe it's just like a little background element character. Also, wait, no, I shouldn't. Never mind. Too much. I don't want to say too much. I will say, though, if you haven't watched the Clone Wars, the show, it's worth watching. Not the first season, but I think, like, what, season 3 through the rest are pretty good. I think some people online have come up with, like, a good, like, watch list order. It's like with most, like, whoa, what the fuck? I had a list right there. With most serialized TV show that were like for kids, like a lot of the episodes are just gonna be straight up just garbage, not even worth like even watching. But some of them, like the Umbara arc, just really good, man. Like even today I would watch and be like, yeah, that's still pretty good. Oh, also, I watched the Super Mario Galaxy 2 movie. I didn't watch the first one, I guess it was just Super Mario Brothers. I didn't watch it, and honestly I don't really think I'm ever going to. I was just going with some of my buddies to watch it. And it was kind of silly. I mean, it's a kid's movie. I'm not like expecting some like master class in like story writing or cinematography, but I mean, for a little like a kids movie, it's not too bad. You know, if I had kids and I showed them some Mario games, I would take them to go see it. Like, it's not bad. It was pretty entertaining, and even seeing like Fox McCloud on screen, I was like, wait, what? Because even to like, I know it's been out for probably quite a while now, but even I was like, wait, what the hell? Is that Fox McCloud from Star Fox? What the hell? English, I get Star Fox McCloud! I thought it was kind of cool, and I liked his character, so fucking sue me if you didn't like the movie. It wasn't bad. It was one of those things where it's like, it was really, really fan servicey in terms of like all the stuff from Mario Galaxy, but I think they did enough like unique stuff with it in terms of just its own story where I didn't think it was really that bad. I mean, hell, every now and then it's okay to watch some slop Although I don't technically count that as slop, but if you're an adult watching a kid's movie, it might as well be slop. It's nothing like super deep or interesting. It's just a fucking little Mario movie, man. It ain't that deep. But I mean, I enjoyed it. It wasn't horrible. I didn't like get bored and, you know, feel around in my pocket for my phone, so it held my attention. And I'm not like the most hypercritical guy on the planet or anything, but I also have a pretty limited attention span where if I'm not enjoying something or I'm just kind of bored, just kind of want to do something else. But when you're trapped in a movie theater, you just kind of just gotta suffer through it. Also, I haven't checked the stream health, but it says it's green. Earlier this week, I've been having, and even sometimes randomly throughout some weeks, I'll have like a lot of dips in like internet. They could just say any pointers for me. Yeah, get your money up, not your funny up. Use the environment to your advantage. Hold on. Let me see if I have enough crystals. I've been trying to get some more swords. I wanted to make a shadow sword, just kind of just for the fun of it, or just for collector's sake. Let's get our get the blitz needle up. Let's see how much. Oh, I still got quite a lot of damage to go for it. Wait, what type of level is this? Game map. Excuse me, oozing onslaught. Yeah, we can take this. A lot of shadow damage, as it seems. Yeah. Oh shoot. I think, oh god, hopefully by next stream I'll have the upgrade for this. I've been trying to look for it, but I have not seen anything in the Clockworks for it yet. And I don't know if that's just because of the fact that, like, I don't have the tier 3 depths unlocked, so I can't go through it. Because I feel like the chances of getting better loot are going to be there. I gotta sneeze so bad. Oh, shit. Okay, I probably should have equipped the other gun. Dude. Ah! Put me out of my misery. Maybe, depending on how much time I have left, probably do another Cirrus run. Just so I can start getting the mask fragments. Because I need to start getting that so I can get my tier 5 gear for them. But you have got to go. Yeah, fucking hide. Damn it! Sleep! Oh, I just realized I have no health files. Alright. Not exactly playing like super smart here or anything. Oh my god, no! So like the Thrag scream right there. You are top priority to go. Oh, shield is busted. Ah, shite. Also for dinner, I'm gonna have some ramen. roommate ordered something, didn't finish it, so I think I'm gonna finish it for him. I did ask for permission, so I don't want to hear nothing about it. I would not be so rude as to eat their fucking food without their permission. Oh, I'm going to be cooked. And I don't even think, yeah, there's another one ahead of this. I'm gonna save the rest of the poison vials for later. I feel like I'm gonna need them. Alright, I'm just gonna try and cheese it a little. Just sit down. I did not realize I could throw bombs. That's kind of cool. Oh, thank goodness, man. Second. I don't know if I touched poison ivy or something. I got like a little bit of a rash on my wrist. It's a little bumpy and gross. Man, okay, I get some health, good. I was about to say I might actually be kind of screwed. If I'm not mistaken, these kind of levels have 3 waves, so this will be a little interesting. I think for at least a while now, I'm probably only going to be playing Spiral Knights, but at some point I will be switching to other games. I mean, I'll still be playing Spiral Knights every now and then, but I do still want to play some other games. I think the next like big game that I want to play is either Hunger or the new Halo remake, which I'll be honest with you, I'm not looking forward to even thinking about playing that. I think I'll play it and stream it, and then do a video on it afterwards, kind of giving my own thoughts. A lot of people are giving their thoughts, even though the game isn't out yet, and I understand, because some people have, like, played the demo or whatever that was at their live conference. But even when I watched some of the footage of it, I am not really impressed. Just seeing that it's like almost a complete asset rip from Halo Infinite, and then like barely meshing into Combat Evolve, where a lot of that stuff kind of just barely fits. It's just not looking good, man. Like, I don't want to say it's over for Halo, but my hope was Halo Infinite, and seeing how all the stuff with like mismanagement, layoffs, just everything has just led to this downfall of such a great IP. Like, I want to be hopeful for a future, but you also got to kind of face the music. It is not looking good at all. I don't know how many of you are Halo fans out there, but I've been a Halo fan since I was like, oh shit, years? And years is kind of an understatement. That was like the first game I had actually really ever played. Like when I was kind of just born, like a year after Halo Combat Evolved, the original came out. That game is awesome. Even to this day, that game is just fucking goated. I legitimately, if I had more space on my laptop, I'd play it now. It's 123 gigs for all the games all at once, and I don't think the config setting didn't change it. But it's still a great game that holds up even to this day. I don't even give a shit what people say, like, oh, it's old looking, it's got some dated mechanics. You know, maybe, like, touching a warthog and it killing you, I agree. Kind of dated, but the AI, the combat, the gunplay, even to this day, solid. legitimately no complaints about anything other than maybe just some of the physics stuff, which do show its age. I can't even lie. God damn it. Okay, that was not good. That was not good. Oh fuck. Okay, we're gonna use one. I really don't want to do this over again. Where was I? Oh yeah, still a great game. Still goated. Probably one of the GOAT games of all time. And I will defend that and Halo 2. I'll defend the original trilogy to my dying breath. Like, it's just probably one of the perfect, like, trilogies of games. And not that, like, any of the games I would consider to be perfect games. I don't really think there's ever a game that is able to meet a criteria of a perfect game. But as close as you can get, I think the trilogy meets it. And they all, like, very much complement each other one after another. You can see where Bungie had evolved throughout the years. It's just really good, man. I mean, 343 only wishes they could have something as great as that. Their own, like, whatever, Claimer saga, and not even close, man. And I tried liking it. Like, I was a teenager when Halo 4 came out, and I didn't think it was, like, horrible. It wasn't, like, the worst game I ever played, but when I got my Xbox 360, because I didn't have an Xbox One, that was just a game, you know, I'd play at my dad's house, like, over every so often. I'd play Halo 1, and then Halo 2, and then I never really played Halo 3 until, like, years and years later. I think even after I played Reach. And then I got my own Xbox 360, and, Halo Reach was probably, like, the perfect multiplayer game. Not, like, the perfect, but in terms of, like, having the custom games and everything, it's absolutely goated, man. Like, that's where I kind of, like, legitimately fell in love with Halo. And I think most people probably my age are gonna have a similar experience and story. I have another combat to do. Brother, I'm hanging by a thread here. Yeah, I'm not hopeful that Campaign Evolved is going to be good. I actually suspect it's going to be very, unfortunately, very mid. But we will have to see. I will play and stream it and give my opinions on it. I was going to do that. Like, I had the thought of, like, giving my thoughts as an old Halo player since I was a little baby, but I thought, like, oh, that was a unique thing to me. Turns out, not really. I think just most people in my age group have had very similar experiences, which is, it's kind of comforting to know that, like, I'm not the only one who's had these similar experiences. Okay, can I even kill this thing? No. Okay, I gotta kill you! Holy frickin' moly, dude, these gremlin healers. I need, oh my god, dude, I gotta level up my battle sprite, because this is brutal. I need, like, the heart attack ability since, like, yesterday. It's not having, like, consistent health drops and using the Swift Strike buckler where it breaks, like, every fucking 2 seconds. It is, it's pretty brutal, I gotta say. I mean, I love the Swift Strike buckler just for the extra attack speed, it's great. But that lack of defenses really kind of hurts. I mean, it's just more of, like, having to be careful with my positioning, which sometimes I can do pretty good, and then sometimes I just whiff it really bad. Okay. I think I can do this one. Just take this out in chunks at a time rather than having to do all of it at once. And And I'm glad I did not hit these fucking disappearing platform things. I was very tempted to, and I feel like the devs probably did that on purpose, but I think I know better. Like, look at that. One hit from one of their spines, my shields are gone. Like, that is brutal. Oh, fuck. No. I can't even see. Oh, there he is. Ah! Yeah, man. Oh, there's two of them. I didn't even see that. Okay. Alright, I think this one I'm gonna have to open up. Because I need the movement. Alright, one down, one to go. 1% health! Holy shit, dude. Fuck. Oh, did he revive his teammate? Brother! Oh, good. No, I wanted them to, I wanted them to res. That's good. I think this is, like, actually the first proper challenge I've had in this game in a hot minute here. I mean, most of the bosses I remember pretty well. But this is significantly harder, I have to say. He keeps rezzing his comrade. And I can't kill him fast enough because I got two stupid fucking robots. Oh my god, dude, alright. Putting a rule. I can't go past more than 3, so if I die on this one, it's GG's. Look at them healing each other! You motherfucker! I think I just have to play smart. I think I gotta, like, get the other enemies. Quit healing each other! Fuck you! Alright, we're down to the wire. It's not even touching him! Alright, come on. Come over here. Gotta get out of that fucking range. It's my shadow gun. I can't, like, do enough DPS to, like, do an effective dent on the health. Oh wait, this might be it. Nope. Oh, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Fuck you! No, 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 no. Stop! Stop arising! I'm actually going a little crazy here. I have to, like, kite these guys and then somehow one-shot them, but they're programmed to, like, attack at a really awkward delay. Okay, hang on, wait. Wait, hold on. I might be goated. You fucking men, come on. I need to keep him in this fucking area, because I think he only can do it in a small area. Okay. Holy fuck, man! Okay, it only took 3 sparks of life for basically no fucking reason. Damn! That was kind of rough. Alright, that's not exactly like me at my best, but... like, what the fuck? Ugh. Dude, I'm having to try and, like, just lock the fuck in right now. 4 sparks of life on 1 level. Just end me, bro. Just end me. Oh, good. I needed this. Thank you. can't see it, but I held my fucking head in my hands. That was really difficult. Yeah, I think I can make it up by we're getting sparks of life from the level, so it's not the worst. Alright, I think I'll complete this row here. I think we'll call it for the week. You know what? I won't be here next week, so I kind of got to make it up. Not mistaken, these are... I have a feeling these are just going to be the elemental weakness. Gotta find out, I'll tell you what. Also, I apologize for the last minute changes. Probably not a lot are going to be joining in the chat. But I had more stuff I had to do later in the day that I couldn't really postpone. I was really just going to do it at 7, closer to night. But around 7 I actually need to stop streaming. So, again, I apologize for kind of the last minute change, but it is a little bit necessary just due to my schedule. I am a little busy from work. But soon my work scheduling will change a little bit. And at some point, probably around October, I'll be more free. Actually, I'll be going back into school for October, so probably have a little more free time to stream after I'm done with my my studies, so to speak. Also, it's not like it's not super pollen season anymore, but dude, like every couple of seconds, I feel like I gotta sneeze. Ugh. I'm not even sick, man. These are just allergies. Straight up kicking my ass right now. What am I doing? Oh! You want to ambush me now, huh? Come on, let's go. I love this thing, dude. I love the pulsars so much. I know in, like, party play, they can be a little annoying, but for solo play, they are really nice for gunners just for keeping distance. Having that little, like, extra barrier of, distance is really helpful. But most other guns don't have a lot of knockback. I don't know when the next event is going to be. I missed... I didn't really, like, completely miss it, but when I was streaming, I missed the Biscotti event. Which also... that kind of makes me wonder... Sparlights can eat. They're, like, somewhat biological. It's stated they have hair, they have mouths, they can eat, they can breathe. And they can be affected by, like, biotoxins and poison. So says the wiki, but I mean, even in-game, you can kind of get a hint of that. So I'm wondering, like, if Biscotti is making all these cakes, you're making, like, any sort of, like, pastry or dough, you need, like, flour. I assume some of the local flora can probably provide the flour, but then you need stuff like eggs to make the batter. So where are they getting the batter from? Or batter, what the fuck? Where are they getting the eggs from? My first thought was, oh, it's from the snipes laying eggs, because obviously, you know, species have to reproduce. Which is kind of a funny thought. They just pick up snipe eggs that are like, kind of like chickens, but truthfully, I have no idea. I'm sure the game never thought to answer questions like this, but to me, it's kind of funny nonetheless. Of just like, are they getting? Or Smart's like, where are they getting this from again? Truthfully, I don't think we'll ever know. Scotty just makes eggs out of nowhere. Or maybe he doesn't use eggs. Maybe it's like a not gluten-free, what the fuck? It's like an egg-free pastry. I have no idea. I don't know if I'd eat an egg-free pastry, but, you know, to each their own. I know some vegans out there probably have come up with some ideas for how to deal with that. Although I don't remember how vegetarians or vegans do it. And if I'm not mistaken, vegetarians are the ones that don't eat any animal product at all, but vegans can. Like they can eat like egg products, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? I am nor a vegan nor a vegetarian. I am a straight up omnivore. I love meats and I love veggies and fruits. Anything on God's green earth I can eat, as long as it's not toxic, poisonous, within a degree. I've eaten like a lot of interesting foods over the years. In fact, most of the food in the sea I have eaten. Not like pufferfish or anything. I'm not like I'm not like psychotic or that much of a risk taker, but some of the other ones I've eaten. Like I've eaten squid, which I don't know if you ever had squid. I'm not a big fan of it. Strangely enough, octopus I don't mind as much, but squid is a lot weirder, like rubbier, what the fuck? Rubbery texture to it that I'm not as big of a fan of. For some reason octopus, it's rubbery, but if you cook it well enough and you have it in some sauce, it's not too bad. That's mainly just from eating some Korean food and Japanese food, which are my two favorite food groups. I'm not like a weeb or anything, I like the food. Though I do like manga and anime. I don't watch a whole lot of anime anymore, I more like read manga. But if you like anime or manga, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I haven't really had any anime that's really caught my attention enough to watch. I mean, I've seen all the classics, Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note. I've had some people suggest some that I still need to watch. I'd like to listen to some on my phone. I'm just sometimes kind of busy and I don't have time to watch it. I don't really feel like paying for a Crunchyroll subscription. Like One Punch Man, when I watched it, was great. Season 2, I don't remember if it was 3, but the dip of quality has dropped significantly, and I don't really feel like watching something that's not very well animated or that good. Like, I've seen some of the memes of it too. I'm sure it's like mostly cherry picking, and like probably like 60% of it is serviceable, but just even in a lot of the scenes of the season 1, it's really good, and then it just drops off. And that's kind of how I felt about Invincible too. And not saying that like season 1 was some like masterclass in animation. It's nowhere even near comparable to Punch Man, but it was still like good for what it was. And it just had sheer drop offs. I don't know why the fuck I was stuttering. Oh, my stuff is selling. I'm making barely any money. Yes! I think now, well, I don't remember the rank you need to get to go into... Oh, I can do tier 3, okay. If I'm not mistaken, the recipes prices start going up significantly. Now I think they're going to be like 35,000, which is a brutally high amount. So yeah, don't be surprised if the next few Sparlight streams are me just grinding away at the old millstone, trying to get some recipes just even to upgrade all my equipment. I do want to open these just in case, because you never know. It could be an orb of alchemy, which we really need. Really now I just need like the elite orbs, because I got like the 4 weapons that I think I'm gonna need the most and want. But everything else is just gonna be over time, probably on my own time. I think once I complete most of the stuff in the game and I don't really need to achieve anything else, I'll probably be streaming more of like, oh hey, this event is on, this is what we're gonna be doing. But we shall see. Oh, barely. I don't even have the recipes for the next upgrade in this gun set. I guess the issue is like, or not the issue, but like, what I'm going for in terms of the weapons that I want are RNG based, where the clock works whether you're getting them or not. And I have been checking in the auction house for if they drop or not. Also, look at that fire rate, man. That is just perfect. I mean, compared to the last few streams, like, this is way easier to do with a T4 gun. I mean, it's just a fucking cakewalk, man. What can I say? That's why I need to, like, really get the, I'm pretty sure it's the Umbra Blaster, and then the 4th, or the 5th star variant. I can't remember what it's called. That's gonna be a lot later. Also, I wouldn't mind streaming with other people, but there's not a whole lot of other like content creators that are online or as, I guess, free all the time. I mean, my goal is to stream once a week, even if it's by myself. I just yapping a bunch about mostly nothing. Like, look at this DPS. Like, it is really low. 72. Oh yeah, no, go ahead and heal, dude. That's fine. 72 compared to 109 per shot. I mean, that's with the higher volume hits. For yourself. But I wanted to go fire for this, even though I know, like, later on when I do the final 2 runs, it won't be as great because I got fire immunity. But for most of the content, fire is still going to be pretty good. The damage over time is still going to be worth it. Actually, funny, I think it was like Spark's video on the guns that got me to get the Blazing Pulsar. I don't remember where he ranked it on his tier list, but it was high enough where I was like, yeah, I like it. Now, my main account, I had the Polaris, and I loved that gun. I mean, most of, like, the near in-game content stuff is not, like, super shock resistant, but I think this is fine enough. Although I will say, like, I am kind of missing the Chaos Cowl set, just for the fact of, like, charge time reductions. But my plan later on is to put some, I can't remember what it's called, like the stuff where you roll for like random abilities on it. I just hate that it's so random. It reminds me of like Rivens from Warframe, but Rivens of Warframe generally always will have something positive. Not to say like I'm not getting anything technically positive out of it, but if I'm building a shadow weapon and then I get like bonus fiend damage, that's not helping me at all. Like, it's kind of not doing the opposite, but it's basically doing nothing. A little extra bit of fiend damage, like, oh, do I want to do like 12 damage to them or like 20 damage? Like, yeah, technically it's a DPS increase, but why would I then just not use a weapon that is piercing damage? I don't know, man. I'm kind of just bitching a little bit. Can't lie. Nope, I completely whiffed my shot there. What are you gonna do? Boom, you're dead. Pick that up, come on. One thing I like about Warframe 2 is the universal vacuum where your pets can give you increased pickup range. I would like that for this game. I know it's never going to happen. It's a little bit out of the scope of the game, but like just a little bit of a radius, like a 2-meter radius, I think would be pretty cool. Like have it as a perk or something for the pets. That'd be pretty amazing. Alright, 32 crystals. Go ahead and throw 30 on the pulsar. Let's go and open those up actually. Let's see what we get. Oh, a little fucking lizard. Awesome. Alright, a gremlin I can deal with. Also, when I was looking through the files for all the enemy types and all the variants, there's a lot that I could work with for the story that I'm doing, but I actually am going to either commission somebody to make a unique one, or I'm going to have to make one myself. And my modeling skills, like, they're not terrible, but they're not great. I guess my lack of knowledge for Blender just comes in the fact of, like, I don't fully understand all of the hotkeys and everything. I don't understand, like, how to do all the crazy stuff I see online. Like, I see some people posting, like, oh, Blender noob versus, like, Blender master. And my skill gap is very much, obviously, lacking. Comparatively, I guess. And I've only been using Blender for, like, I mean, consistently, maybe a year. So, I'm familiar with most... Can I hit this guy? Like, holy shit. Good gracious, man. Is that a 6? I need that. Give me that. Pick up some of this health around here. Yeah! Go ahead and throw this on. Might be able to throw it at somebody and hit him with some fire goop. Yeah, here, you guys can have it. Also, sorry if goop is a trigger word. I know the burnt peanut guy uses that a lot, but I promise I'm not using his verbiage of goop. I mean that as like a literal goop nonsense. Like, I'm legitimately in love with this gun from how fast it shoots. If I can get an ASI for it, I'm gonna be a happy camper. I can't even lie to you. 'Cause then I can shoot, like, extremely quickly. Although I wonder, because, like, it already shoots really, really fast. I don't even know if I needed to shoot faster than this, because I can kind of, like, pace my shots out almost perfectly. I think maybe any faster might not be really even worth it. I think maybe like either undead would probably be a better fit for it. Because a lot of the constructs are really slow. And I mean, some of the undead are slow too, but there are also some undead units like the cats that are really, really fast. And makes tracking them a little difficult when they're on the move. I don't know, we'll see. I got time. Right now it's just coming down to like, I don't have enough funds to drop into getting the right stuff that I need. But obviously as I progress later, because I think like a Vanaduke run, even on the easier mode, is like probably like 9k, so if I just do a couple of Vanadukes every now and then, I can probably get some decent crown gain, and then I can just go farm some recipes and sell it. Please don't put an AoE down. Like, holy fuck. Oh, you did put an AoE down, you motherfucker. Or, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my time. You guys can just sit there and squabble. I'm out. As much as I like mechanical complexity, I wish the healers were not so spammy. I know the game is made for a party, so you know you can have multiple people taking on different tasks. But like, oh my goodness, man, the amount of like annoyance I get from healers in solo is brutal. Oh, they're closing in. Not for long, though. You're gonna get your ass shot. Gotta pick that stuff up, though. I mean, I know there's, like, mechanical complexity and, like, landing your shots on them versus, versus the targets they're trying to heal. But it does get pretty rough when you're having to juggle all these enemies all at once while dealing with the healer. What I'm really looking forward to is doing the Shroud of Hypocrisy event. That was always my favorite event, because one, it was, I don't remember it being like super hard. I say that as like, I was saying the same thing about the the fucking dog twins, giant robots. But, if memory serves me correctly, it was still fun even if it was pretty difficult. You know, I probably should have, with my infinite wisdom being as it is, probably should have picked the poison one. What was it? The Masquerade. Just only because having enemies not being able to heal would be nice. But the big issue with picking the Masquerade is that there's really only a few enemy types that can actually heal. That being, I think the gremlins and some of the undead are the only ones that can heal. And I don't just mean from the healers, like obviously these gremlin thwackers can self-heal as well. And what a shame it is that, I was talking to my brother about this. He was saying that this game didn't have enough complexity or depth to want him to play longer. And it's really kind of a crying shame, because like, surface level, this game is not that complex. But it has a surprisingly large amount of depth for how simple it is. And that's something that's hard to... It's something that's hard to explain unless like you actually put a lot of time into it and really experience it. But I understand not everybody wanting to put that time sink into the game. Because this is a free-to-play game, and as most free-to-play games go, it is pretty grindy. Like, I can't lie. Oh, he's in a bid war? Yeah, most of my... When I'm playing offline, a lot of my time is spent running a few grinding levels, running an arcade level to go get some recipes, and then fighting tooth and nail for stuff. For stuff to either to resell or just whatever, man. But what's really annoying is like, if you go into a bid war, if you win it, there's no guarantee the money you put into it you'll make it back. And that's ultimately what's kind of frustrating. Now I need to go use the restroom real quick, and I will be right back. So sit tight for like 2 minutes. Okay, a little bit of an intermission, but we are so back. Once I actually start doing more animations and stuff, and I'm saying this in like future tense, I'll probably stream making some of these. Now, I don't know if the Cold March is going to be Fiend-based, but I feel like these maps are Fiend-based, but we're going to suffer anyways and just keep the loadout. I said before that I would... Oh, no, I might have been actually correct. That I wish that in, like, late game, or probably even around this part of the game... Fuck it, I'll even say, after beating Vonneduke, you should at least get a free third item slot. Just for how diverse enemy types are, although I know that's, like, probably against the whole free-to-play model. But, I mean, at this point, man, this game is on... I don't even say life support, man. This game is being held up by just a dedicated community of people who don't want to see something good go to waste. And I will, even to this day, defend this game as being, like, not just for its style, but where is this, like, oh, it's right there and I'm getting cooked. I will defend it in the sense of, like, it's still a really good, fun game, and I am fucking dead. Look at that. Wow. Like, yes, it is a simple game. It is not the most mechanically in-depth game compared to stuff like Warframe, but it doesn't need to be. Like, we're in an era where, like, free-to-play games are like Roblox and fucking Fortnite. But at the same time, we have really good games like Warframe. And I think Smarlights could definitely still exist in its own niche. It just needs its own, like, new marketing push to get more new, fresh blood in it. Because right now it seems like the developers are kind of handing off the tools to the community to make more fun, cool, interesting things. And the Crucible editor seems to be a sort of trial run for probably more future stuff that's to come. And I don't know exactly what they're planning, but I feel like there's probably more than meets the eye. And I'm not going to say who told me this, because it really doesn't matter. But I've been given some subtle hints that there are more things to come. There is going to be more to the game. I can't say exactly when, because one, I don't know. But also two, it's probably still even going to be up in the air regardless. But I wonder if Greyhaven's had the funding for it, similar to how when Sega gave 3 Rings, sort of greenlight the money for it, if the game would have more content. Because really the story is left off ambiguous, and I'm fine with that. I just think the game needs either more expansions or more in-game content. The events are fine, they're good, and they kind of keep you wanting to come back for like when the events happen. But those are more just temporary events that come and go. I really want to see some genuine, like, in-game, late-game content that challenges players that are meant for, like, Vanguard level knights who are ready to take on, like, high-end level challenges. Because I think, like, most people, unless you're playing, which I don't know how many players are even actually playing for the first time. When I checked how many people were playing today, it was like 300 something. And spoiler alert, that's not a lot. I'll give kind of a piece of my own history. I mentioned my dad showing me Halo for the first time when I was a kid. But he also showed me this other game that was on the computer, and this is when he had like Windows XP back in the day. Maybe showing my age, maybe not. But it was a game, and this is more of an MMO than how Spiral Knights is, which is like an MMO light ARPG, but it was an MMO called City of Heroes. You may or may not heard of it, it really doesn't matter. Look it up, it's free to play now. The developers unfortunately had to abandon it. Just in the way, I would have to look up the history of it. I don't want to say too much because I'm not sure, but eventually there was no support for it and it shut down. But I think a few years ago, or like 2023 or 2022, a community effort had been pushed, and somehow they got a hold of all the servers, all the files, all the data, and a dedicated community was running the game. All the DLC, everything, like, was basically free at your fingertips and free to play. Like, it is a free to play game in the most literal sense. I don't think there are any microtransactions that you can even buy. Like, all the DLC cosmetics, everything, you just get it from the start. I might even do a video on it, kind of just going over my own thoughts of it. I don't know if I have it on my laptop, but when I was playing it on my computer, like my old one, which is since has shit the bed and is basically just fucking dead, it was still, and even by memory, a pretty fun game. It kind of plays like, think of like World of Warcraft, but with superheroes. Like, it's fairly simplistic, and even now, like, I'm not like the biggest fan of those style of MMOs. Like, I don't like pushing a button and then things happen, because then it just comes down to numbers and timing. I like games like this, like ARPGs. I played, oh shit, my brother's gonna kill me if I forget the name of this, but, what was the game he showed me? It was kind of like Diablo, I can't remember the name of it, and I was literally playing it, like, literally last year. But it's another ARPG where it's loot, fun, grind, and obviously you pay for the actual, like, game, so you're not, like, it's not a free-to-play game. There are still, I think, like, DLC cosmetics you can buy, but it's nothing, like, too egregious. It's more of just an optional thing. Also, by the way, I'm not fighting all these gremlins. I'm just trying to GTFO out of here. But it is games like that that I like more. I like more of the action part of the MMO rather than just the MMO for MMO's sakes. If that kind of makes sense. Like I like him a lot more like skill-based play interaction. Now my dad, he's a little bit of a gamer. He likes the old Halo. He likes, I guess, like slower pace games. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, I didn't even see your comment. The music that was used for the intro. Hold on. Sorry, I've been kind of like neglecting looking at chat whenever I'm on a rant. Actually, hold on, let me check OBS because it'll tell me the file. Oh wait, no, I can't because it'll stream over. Ugh. Let me check my music folder real quick. This track is Space Laces by Electro. I'll put it in chat if you want to listen to it. Make sure I'm spelling this right. Electro. Is this another gauntlet level? Hold on, let me make sure, I think this is going to be mainly Gremlin and mechanical focus, so watch me completely just misjudge it again. Nope. I got it. I've got this! Yeah, City of Heroes is, even though it's like an MMO that's not exactly in my favorite kind of style of video games, it's still pretty good. And the half of that is nostalgia talking, I will admit. But I still think for like a unique style of game, just look up City of Heroes. It's still kind of cool. I mean, you can literally like customize your own style of hero. And if I'm not mistaken, the community and even the people who are running it are still pretty active. Like the last time I played, which was 2023, they were doing like community contests for like costume of blank. It's still pretty cool. I remember my dad telling me like back in the day they would do community contests that they had to stop doing because they would get flagged for like IP problems. Because somebody would make like the Flash from DC Comics and then or something like that. It's like some fucking comic creator would get mad. And they'd get told to stop doing that. And I'm sure it wasn't like the actual comic creator, it was just more of like was it DC Studios or Warner Brother or whatever, just like flipping their fucking shit over like, this game uses our IP! They can customize it so it's not good, you gotta stop it at once. Like stupid shit like that. Also, welcome back, Assad. I needed you earlier. I was getting straight up cooked. Speaking of the stream music, it's probably copyrighted, which means shit's gonna be gone. That's kind of what happened to my Lethal Company video. I use a popular copyright song, so it just killed all potential user engagement. But this one's a little more or less known. Potential for it still possible, but I found another track. I just got to get in contact with the guy because I was listening to it, I think literally like 5 minutes before the stream started. And I thought it was really good. It kind of mixed the vibe of like techno and chill that I kind of like. I like a lot of like, my music that I like a lot is either like metal, grunge, or like what is it called? Intelligent dance mix, EDM style music. Like I like a lot of different types of style of music. My tastes in music are kind of broad, but I'm also kind of picky. Like even if it's like in that category, it's still gotta like be so good in my book before I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put that on something. And that's another thing too. When I eventually do make the excuse me, the SK anthology series, like finding music that isn't copyright is gonna be pretty tough. I mean, I'll probably end up using from like video game soundtracks and stuff, like I did with my unfortunately very old, really bad series. Which I read the comments of it today because I was watching back on it, just kind of had a little bit of nostalgia. And it is bad. Don't get me wrong, it is really, really bad. Solotron or Jinxable has it uploaded on his channel if you're unfortunate and curious enough to watch. But just for context, I made that on... It was in the summer of like 2016, and I made it on my grandmother's like HP laptop. So I don't think it was ever destined to be like really that good, because I remember like I didn't have a mouse. I had to use the fucking trackpad to make all this stuff happen. So when I'm watching back on it, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember having to like composite all these like YouTube green screen effects just to make it look like not even good, but like have the idea of it being good. But when I was watching it, I was like, oh, I can kind of see the vision I had, even if it wasn't executed to what I wanted it to be. So, and the idea was also that it was going to be a Spawn Lights anime, so excuse my 16-year-old high school cringe hopes. It was a much different time where my voice hadn't even dropped yet. I don't think my voice dropped till I was like, probably like 23. I was even watching videos back when I was recording the Solotron, and a lot of them, like, I was just listening to myself, like, good God, dude, my voice, it legitimately sounded like I was still hitting puberty. It's pretty brutal. But also kind of endearing and funny at the same time. It just kind of reminds you of just simpler times. Back in those days, like, Spawn Lights was kind of dead, but nowhere near as, like, it was dead, but nowadays I feel like, yeah, it's dead, but it's, like, nowadays it feels forgotten. And I kind of want to fix that. I don't want it to feel forgotten. It's too good of a game to, go out without a bang. And I want to do whatever I can to, like, shoot the voice of this game out to let people know about it. That's kind of my ultimate, goal. Whether it ends up being, like, all in vain or not. Also, sorry, Assad, I forgot to at you and let you know that I was streaming. I was just kind of on a roll and kind of cut for time, a little short. If I'm not mistaken, there's like a lore tidbit here somewhere. Yeah, those little things. Yeah, this is where like Herrick's becomes his own own faction. Yeah, I knew you were busy, but or I figured you may have been busy. Because originally I was gonna stream at 7 and I had to cut it short. So now my cutoff time is 7. I sound like I have a fucking bedtime, like, oh, I gotta go to sleep. Honestly, we can kind of just keep going along. I'll probably stream up until about 7, so. Hold on, Assad, I will add you. Now, if this is an undead level, I feel like there's going to be some fiends, so we'll go grab the Needler. Fuck up these. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's a Citadel level. Oh, and we got some new players. Hello, hello. Yeah, for anybody watching in the past tense, if you want to join, just shoot me a message in game. I will add you to the party. Because in some streams I'm doing levels, and if I'm a little stuck, then I'll be doing some like arcade or clockwork runs or kind of just whatever. And I do not mind the company. It's actually a lot nicer and easier to have more players along. Because then the weight of the mission isn't on my shoulders like it was earlier, where I was just eating shit for like 30 minutes straight. But I will say, though, I know some people complain that the grind can be long, but I think I've only been playing for probably less than a month on this new character, and I've made really, really quick progress. Like, I didn't stream all of it, but I'd say this really isn't that bad. I'd even say in some cases, like Warframe, takes a little bit longer to progress than this. Which, whenever the next Warframe update drops, like a big one, I might go stream some of that. Which, speaking of like streaming, it's funny. I was having like a conversation with one of my friends about like streaming and all that, and I mentioned like, oh, I'm not really that comfortable with streaming because it's hard for me to hold up a conversation for a long period of time, which is true. I still even now don't consider myself the greatest conversational piece, and it's way easier and funnier if I have someone to riff-raff with. I mean, a lot of the videos, even the more popular ones that I have, it's usually always with some of my buddies, not necessarily with myself. But I am trying to, like, not do better in the sense of, like, oh, I want to be better at streaming. It's just, like, I'm trying to just be more comfortable with the fact of, like, getting used to live content and just kind of just chilling by myself. Because it is a little cathartic, kind of just to play a game after, like, a long work day or whatever and just chill out. Like, a lot of my work days, they're either, like, really lax or really brutal. There's no in between. Because a lot of the work for welding stuff just comes in all at once or not at all. And sometimes, you know, I'm just practicing or just kind of doing whatever for the hell of it. Yeah, fuck. I just ate some shit right there. How did that miss? I might actually just be trash. Was that it? That was really, really short. But I guess for the rest of the levels, it's going to be a little bit longer, won't it? That's usually how it goes. This might actually be Probably the longest stream I've done. It's almost 2 hours. I'm gonna keep going for a while. For the rest of the night, I don't have much else to do. Tomorrow, I do have a lot of stuff I gotta do. The rest of the night's just gonna be focusing on like setting up some project stuff, but tomorrow I gotta lock in, and then next week I'ma be gone. Which I don't know if any of you can see the community post or not, but like I don't really have that many subscribers to really warrant like posting all that, but I post what I can when I can. My hope is that later on in the future, I can get more audience retention to actually have more chatters in chat, so to speak. Not just to riff-raff with. Like, I don't, like... How do I say? I'm not doing this just to be, like, super popular. Like, if I wanted to, like, get super popular, I'd just do the fucking obvious thing of playing the most popular game in the world and not, like, a pseudo-bygone MMO. I do this more of just for fun. Like, I genuinely enjoy this game, so why not play it? Oh. What is this guy's? Oh, I didn't want to tell. Oh, you're going a bomber route. Okay. That's respectable. Low-key, that is what I was going to do. The problem is I was playing more by myself. And with, like, most of the time, even when I'm not streaming, I'm mostly playing beside myself. Minus a few of the viewers who have joined in and join me every now and then. But I'd say a good, like, majority of the time, it's just me, myself, and I, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you just gotta get your grind on. Thank you. You know, before I got, like, any of the, piercing damage weapons, I would dread doing any, like, fiend runs. But now that I got the Blitz Needle, or getting to the Blitz Needle, I gotta say it isn't too bad. I wouldn't even tell, like, new players to get, like, only the normal damage stuff. Like, that's the obvious, like, flowchart path to go. The game progression wants you to do, but I'd argue, like, actually taking the time and getting your specialized equipment is going to be worth it in the long run, compared to how much damage you can do to enemy factions versus just what's actually available for normal gear. The only exception is there's a few, like, normal damaging weapons that are actually, like, half decent. Iron Slug comes to mind. But besides that, like, I mean, as far as I know, what else is there? Probably some of the, like, the heavy melee weapons that do normal damage. I can't remember what it's called, because even in my old account I never got it. Yeah, Suduraska. I think that's how you pronounce it. I might be completely whiffing it, but yeah, that weapon, 100% worth it. Maybe not 100%, but later on, once I progress through and actually, like, get more done throughout the game, like, this account's probably going to be closer to my newer main account. Oh, we got the music kicking up now. Got some ghosts. Oh shit. I need to start like actually focusing on leveling up the Sphinx as well. I've been kind of like subtly neglecting actually taking the time to level it out. Oh, I thought I could hit the healer. Hang on, wait. Yeah. That's good shit right there. Get that little fucker out of here. Alright, hit the boss. Oh! I'm getting kind of cooked over here. Also, when I do the final Crimson Order. Wait, what is the name of this expansion? Yeah, Crimson Hammer, not Crimson Order. When I do that final grind of, I think you have to get like 3 of the mask pieces. I think I'll be pretty set for this. It's only getting the extra bit of armor that I need, which is the Firefly armor. That's going to be more of a pain to actually get. This is all going to be kind of luck-based. You know, I really respect the bomb build. It is really, really, really good. I'm not laughing at the fact that they chose the bomb build. It's just more of just like strictly dedicating to bombs is kind of goated. I can't even lie. I feel like picking the gunner route may have been not like a cop out, but it's kind of a glass cannon build where it's a little safe in some aspects, but really dangerous in others. It's just, I don't know, it's just different. Eventually I'm going to build a, what would you describe it as, like a tank build. Once I get more orbs and stuff as I play throughout the game more. I need to go check, oh perfect, because after this one I need to check and make sure my auctions are still going okay. You know, what's really nice is seeing other active players playing the game, even if it's not like super common. And I think even now, like, it's kind of just more coincidental that people joined. Alright, hold on. Before we continue, I gotta check. There's a piece of equipment that I want to get for this character. I want to get like these specific sort of thing that I wanted to get for it, but it got outbidded so fast. Like even this brandish that I want to get with CTR high, 250k. Yeah, I mean, like compared to my barely even 20k, just not fucking happening. Sometimes I'll put bids on things even if I'm not going to win it. More just for the case that there's a potential chance that I can. Even in that small chance, I still gotta try. I hope you guys can't hear me eating this pasta. It's low-key fire, but... might be making a loud mess. Now, if I'm not mistaken, getting, Oh, did I just hit the same mission? Whoops. I definitely did just hit the same mission twice. Thank God, Assad, you caught that, because I was not paying attention. I thought I had hit this one, because usually it'll... Or I thought it would just switch over to the next one, but apparently not. I was distracted by this pasta magnificence. Thought I lost all brain cells, and my focus was gone. It's like a pasta shrimp scampi sort of deal here. I just... Hold on. Okay. I was just PMing the wrong person there. I got ramen to eat. I don't want to eat all this delicious pasta. As good as it is, this little like shrimp scampi pasta ordeal. Motherfucker. Yeah, of all my like favorite tile sets in this game, I gotta say the castle ones are not my favorite. Some of you may like them. I am not one of them. I actually enjoy the Gremlin Construct sort of duo ones. Motherfucker. I'm actually getting my ass chewed out by these fucking ghosts. Not looking great for me right now. Alright, let's just sneak on by these guys. And pray we can escape with our lives. Ah! Okay. Well, that could have been a whole hell of a lot worse. I was saying about this pulsar not being exactly very party friendly. Hopefully now you can kind of see why. It's really good for like static enemies that don't move around a lot, but for everything else it's not exactly super great. Excuse me. I will say though, the music in these levels is great. It's really good. Like that, I don't know how to describe it. Like that feeling of like it kind of reminds you of like Jaws. You have this like impending doom of these giant monsters chasing you. That's kind of what it reminds me of. No, don't get hit. Oh, can you not push them back with the pulsar? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, we should be running. one of these health vials real quick. Nope, not that one. Yeah, I dodged that. It's because I'm goated. That's as simple as it gets. Alright, what otherworldly apparitions will we face now? I think that's all we had to hit. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, do we have to light all these up to activate a trigger or something? Ouch. Oh, good old Swift Strike Buckler, just failing at the best possible times. Oh, that's good. Jump! I'm gonna need another little bite of this shrimp. I don't even know who fried this rice. Was it the shrimp? I don't know. Can I level it up? Nope. Level up our armor. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be the next, like, big grind, is getting all the armor leveled up. Pretty much just everything to tier 5, because all you need is a shield, helmet, armor, and then one weapon. And that graduates you to Vanguard, I think, after that. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I feel that. Grab that little heart right there. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Let's take out the boss. Like, trying to be a little careful to not hit all the explosives so I don't... Well, I just did it, so never mind. Well, now a little bit of a time crunch, huh? Even to this day, I don't fully understand the Devilite AI sort of, like the NPC AI sort of thing. I don't exactly know what causes them to do what. 'Cause they seem to be some of the more, like, complex enemies with their, like, rule set of what they do. What the actual fuck was that? I just got, like, hit by 2 enemies at the same time. Holy shit. Ooh, excuse me. it is getting close to 7 my time, so I think this might be my last little mission here that I do. And I'm gonna probably log for a while. Good God, dude. I am like actually aiming like straight up poop right now. Oh, I kind of want to get that. That might be helpful. They're called pit bosses. There might be like some stuff on the wiki I would like to check out. An idea that I had is that like after I got like pretty comfortable with animating, I was thinking about doing some like Spiral Knights, like, oh, this is what this enemy does video. Kind of like how some light games have it, where they're like, they have like an in-game lore dude giving a guide to like fighting certain enemies and whatever. I wasn't even aiming at that guy, he just auto-locked. Actually, never mind. I can't even make an excuse. I just missed my shot. I did hit control, so it was my fault. I am the only one to blame for my misgivings. It is as simple as such. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm gonna double check how many missions are left, but either way, this will probably be... Okay, Monsters Research. Actually, that'll be a perfect one to end on. Alright, let's do it. Ah, shit. I thought I could stop it before it hit me. Turns out, no. I shan't. I was actually like worried there for half a second that I wasn't gonna be able to block that. I think I need to focus on some of these stragglers. You know what's very rare that I don't see often is an actual, like, tank build in SK. I've seen Spark have a tank build, but not many other people have, like, decided to play a dedicated tank role. I don't know if that's just because it's not super viable, or it's just because it's kind of boring. I'll probably give it a shot later on. Right now I'm going to focus on my gunner build. I'm actually... Someone having like a lot of fun playing it. Ah, you beat me to it. Spin! We're spiraling knights! Whoa. That bad mofo was moving like crazy. Oh shit. Yeah, I definitely whiffed that shot pretty bad. Oh, I'm not. Ah! Yeah, I was not gonna be able to block that. Fuck. It's okay. I have better equipment than I did last time for one of these gauntlets. Those things, I don't remember what they're called. Those are like shriek bat things from fucking Metroid are terrifying as all hell. When I was first like starting out in this new account, when I was doing the... Oh good lord, I can't even remember the name of the mission. But it was the one where like all these bats were around. Called Reavers? Okay. When I was doing that mission, they like legitimately almost like ended my entire run right there. They were actually, I think even probably still now, they are the most dangerous enemy. Just because they can attack and sort of move at the same time. Alright, not too bad. Oh, I got pissed really bad. We're gonna tough it out. The UTI is a set of mind. Alright, time for the actual challenge. Risk that. Risk that shit for the biscuit. No, I thought I had him. I did not. Also, I timed that so badly. I'm so sorry. That was actually embarrassing. I genuinely don't think that really would have helped much anyways, but a boy can dream. I gotta like low-key dodge this fucking bullet hell bonanza. Nope. No. I'm trying like really hard to not like just face tank things and just take damage for like no reason. Even though like 90% of the time that's exactly what I'm doing. Perfect. Still no orbs though. Not exactly looking great. I'm gonna have to look up what's another good farming spot. Cause I'm pretty sure the next is like what, like Radiant Orbs of Alchemy or some shit like that. Alright. Well, I'll go and accept this one because it's just the next fucking dialogue thing that I'm not super keen on listening to right now. Oh, we get more Eternal Orbs. I think these are 5-star. This is where like the 5-star grind begins. Yeah, and then I gotta get that. Next few missions, and then I think this is where Thanaduke is right here. Well, that'll be for a much later date. I'm probably gonna do some of these off stream just so I can get these 3 Eternal Orbs and get some of my grind on. But thank you all for watching yet another weekly stream. As a reminder again, for like probably the 5th time, not going to be streaming next week. I'm going to be out of town, but the week after that, I'll be back. So thank you for watching the first stream of May, the big 05 of 2026. And thank you, Assad, for once again joining me on this amazing adventure of nonsensical adventures, I'd say. And I will see you all later. Have a wonderful day, night, or slumber, whichever. I don't really give a fuck. Have a good one.